Okay, today I've got a real simple challenge. The one and only restriction is that I can't buy guns. I can buy perks, I can buy grenades, I can buy claymores, I can buy the bowie knife, but all guns are banned. So this pistol, this is all I've got in terms of guns. This is going to start out pretty much the same way all my challenges do. The first few rounds, points are going to be super important because I want to get to Juggernog and be safe. And as soon as I get that, points become literally worthless, so gotta be smart with my points here in the beginning, probably first 5-ish rounds, and then everything after that. I don't care how I kill zombies. That is a good spawn of double points. I should be able to use it for just about the entirety of round 2. I'm gonna want to get the bowie knife first, so I'm probably gonna need like 8,000-ish points in order to open all the doors, as well as buy the 3,000 point bowie knife. I think I can already afford the bowie knife at the end of this round. Oh, I didn't really want that. Well, that's okay. I think I have enough to get the bowie knife. If dogs spawn, that's going to be a bit scary. It's actually going to be really scary. Hopefully it's not dogs. No dog round? Okay, cool, cool. I'm good. So now we're good until round 10 at least. As long as none of these zombies double hit me before my knife kills them, which is pretty rare in this game. In Black Ops 3, it's not really that rare. It seems like every zombie double hits you in that game. But this game, usually worst case scenario, you trade hits with a zombie that you kill with melee. So I've got enough for Juggernog now, but it's kind of blocked off, so I'm going to have to finish this round before I can get it. There's 3 zombies, I suppose. I mean, I am currently at the point where points are now worthless, so who cares anymore. So, you know, this is actually pretty much exactly how I play normal rounds. When I'm not doing any challenges, I go straight for the bowie knife, then I get Juggernog, and I don't get a weapon until, like, round 9 or 10-ish. So, really, until I get to those rounds, nothing at all is going to be any different from how I normally play. So, I had a pretty hard time deciding which map to play this challenge on, because what's ultimately going to happen here is that I'm going to upgrade this pistol. I'm not buying a new weapon. I'm purchasing an upgrade for a weapon I already have. So that's why I'm allowing that. I went into this video with that intention. I just hadn't explained it yet because I guess I kind of wanted it to be a surprise, but then I was starting to think, I was like, people might think that's a cop-out if I don't explain it early on enough. But yeah, in terms of maps, I was thinking about doing this on Moon because I haven't been there yet, and it has Flopper on that map, but the low gravity thing with extremely limited ammo is probably not a good combination. It's really, really tough to gather up zombies all in one spot on that map. And the upgraded pistols, Mustang and Sally, they have only 50 ammo. So I could probably make it to like round 20 with a few max ammo drops. Whereas on Kino, you know, every few rounds you get a guaranteed max ammo round from the dogs, and normal zombies can also drop max ammos. Trading off Flopper for the sake of a map that has max ammos that spawn regularly, I think is worth it. I would very easily say that Ascension is the best map for this particular challenge in terms of how far I could make it. However, the previous video I recorded was on Ascension, and it was a China Lake only challenge, which is just another explosive gun, so I'd really just be doing the exact same video a second time in a row, which is why I decided to go to Kino instead. I should start buying claymores. I think you can... Whoops, wrong button. I think you can, like, store claymores here and pick them up at a later time. I pretty much never, ever buy claymores, at least not on this map. They just don't feel that useful here. I think some maps they're pretty useful because you can put them in places where zombies don't normally spawn, but they're areas you can end up being cornered in. So if you have claymores or bouncing betties there, they can save you if you get forced into that area. But on Kino, I don't think there's really any spots that you can end up in a corner in that zombies don't naturally spawn in. Because if the zombies are spawning there, it doesn't matter if you place claymores there. Once the zombie spawns there, it's going to waste your claymore immediately. Okay, I was going to say Juggernog is probably the one and only spot I can think of where they don't spawn. But yeah, no, a dog just spawned right here. So the dogs would blow up all your claymores too. I know that, at least on the console version, you can eventually put so many claymores here that the game will crash. You might require multiple players to do that, though. So I already can't one-shot zombies with my bowie knife anymore, so I guess it's time to upgrade. That was best case scenario, really. It stops one-shotting on 10, and I got a dog round on 10, so it basically... What the... Why is it flashing? Give me my gun? What? Please give me my gun? Okay, well, I guess I'm restarting the challenge. Even just without a weapon, it's still flashing over and over. What the heck was that? I've done this before on console. Is it just completely glitched on the PC version? Well then, maybe I'll be doing this challenge on Moon after all, because I'm pretty sure... Why am I holding... This game is going crazy. Did you see that? I suddenly had a claymore. When I sprint, I have claymores. What is going on? Is this a known bug? I've never seen this. So it's only if I sprint. If I press the sprint button, I suddenly have a claymore, but I don't have any claymores left. What happens if I... Yeah, nothing, okay. If I throw a grenade, he puts the claymore away. What the heck is this? Okay, so I actually don't need to go to Moon, but I technically had to break the rules and buy a gun off the wall so that the game won't glitch out like that again. I'm kind of thinking that was just a one-off thing, but I don't want to play all the way till round 11 again to find out if that was just a one-time glitch. So I will not be using this at all, and I'm only buying it because the game kind of forced me to with a glitch. Okay, so a quick update here. I restarted again without buying a weapon again, but because that glitch seemed to involve my character sprinting with claymores, I didn't buy claymores this time, so I still don't have any weapon, as you can see. Let's see if it works. Yeah, okay, it's apparently something to do with claymores. Claymores just break your character if you don't have any other weapons, so, I guess that can happen on any map. I can't believe I'm still learning new things about this game. But yeah, looks like all is well and good. We're back where we started. I mean, I'm not quite round 11 yet, but I have the same setup. Bowie knife and upgraded starting pistols here. I guess it's safe to buy claymores now? I mean, I'm still not really going to have any use for them, but I just kind of want to spend my points on something. What the... What the heck? Really? I got stuck there? Are you kidding me? So by the time this gets uploaded, I'm sure this is going to be super out of date, but currently, the new Pokemon game, Scarlet and Violet, is about to come out in a few days. And I was getting real excited to record it, and then I realized, I was like, oh wait, I sold my console recorder. I had an Elgato like a year ago because I never used it, because at the time I wasn't making YouTube videos, and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get one shipped to me, a new Elgato, before the game comes out. So if I do record Scarlet and Violet, it's gonna be a bit late, which that'd be pretty disappointing, because I mean, by the time I get to it, people are already gonna have finished playthroughs all over YouTube. So I haven't watched the Pokemon anime since I was a kid, but recently I've been hearing all over the internet that Ash just had like his biggest accomplishment in the entire series, and people were making a big deal of it, and they apparently broadcast it on like billboards and stuff like that in Japan because of how big of a deal it was. And so I decided to binge watch some Pokemon for the first time in over a decade last night. And yeah, I'll just say I'm really happy I decided to watch it because wow, that was a really cool moment. The anime of all things is what has me really hyped to play the new Scarlet and Violet games. The anime basically has nothing to do with the games, but it just made me want more Pokemon in my life. It was very nostalgic to see just how bad the anime handles like type matchups and stuff. I remember they did that when I was a kid, like Pikachu would like use electric attacks on ground types and somehow win. It's not quite that bad anymore. It's definitely improved, but there were some matchups where an opponent had like a quad resistance. One of the matchups was Dragonite versus Rillaboom, and Rillaboom beat Dragonite with a grass type move. Dragonite 4 times resists grass moves. On top of Dragonite is already pretty bulky just on its own. It was a little bit difficult to know which moves were being used though, because I had to watch the English subbed version. When I was a kid, I always went with dubbed, but I mean, if you play any of the Pokemon games in English, it's the same issue that you'll have, because apparently a lot of the names for moves and Pokemon are completely different, so I had to just kind of guess based on the animation which moves were being used. So I don't have a specific round goal I want to make it to. I would say my goal is to survive until I run out of ammo. No matter what round I make it to. If I make it to where that is the reason I can't continue because I'm completely out of ammo and claymores and all that, that would be goal complete for me. Well, I'm good for like an additional 4 rounds now probably, because with that max ammo I can definitely make it to the next dog round. Oh, that was close, that was close. If I didn't get hit there, I would have been totally fine. I would have jumped over that crawler, Nova Crawler. But getting hit stunned me just enough to not quite make it, and I went to the side, luckily. If I had stopped right in front of it, I would have died for sure. But anyway, I really need to come up with a challenge that I can do on Moon. As much as I don't like that map, just because of the low gravity, if it didn't have that, I'd probably like the map. As much as I don't like the map, I need to do a video on it, because it's one of the, like, 3 maps that I have left to do a video on that I haven't even touched yet. The one thing that ruins Moon for me is that stupid excavator. If that thing didn't exist, or actually, you know what? I could be more lenient than that. If it didn't touch the biodome ever, then I would probably think that Moon is actually a really good map, if not one of the best. Like, the mechanics on that map are actually super cool. It's just one of the mechanics happens to ruin the entire map for me. From what I remember, the excavator is a timed thing rather than a round-based thing. So as you get into the later rounds, you can be forced to have to stop the excavator 3 to 5 times per round, like when you're on like round 30-ish. It just kills the whole pace of the map. It also forces you into situations that are for sure going to get you killed. But at the same time, if you don't stop the excavator, then you're going to be playing the rest of the game in low gravity and with no sound. So as crazy as this sounds, the Mustang and Sally are actually at risk of losing out to the China Lake / China Beach. I made it into almost the mid-30s with the China Beach. That thing has less ammo, and it definitely does less damage. So really, I can chalk it up to I just got more max ammos on that challenge than this one. If this one ends, it's not over yet. But my ammo is getting dangerously low. But nevertheless, that would be incredibly insulting to the Mustang and Sally, because this is an actual good weapon, whereas the China Lake and China Beach are possibly the worst weapon in all of Black Ops 1 Zombies. So I do have regular grenades, and I did say at the beginning that I could buy grenades, so I guess technically I could go up to the teleporter and start spamming grenades down here. Let's see just how many of these I can kill with one claymore. It doesn't one-shot on 25. It two-shots some of them? Alright, let's throw some grenades at them. Watch like 3 max ammo spawn down there and I won't be able to make it in time. Actually, I don't even know if I can kill them before I leave the teleporter with just grenades on round 25. They have so much health. I don't think I've killed a single one yet. I mean, maybe I can knife them to death? Oh, I saw something spawn over there. What was that? No? Never mind. Okay. I'm just blind. You know, going down with the quick revive, I noticed that it's apparently not the Mustang and Sally are using, even though it appears to do the exact same thing, because it has no effect whatsoever on your current ammo. But when you have the ray gun and you go down, and you use the ray gun, if someone revives you, whatever you used while you were down, that goes away from your ray gun. That takes away from it. Alright, so we do have a dog round. I guess I miscounted. So we're good for probably another 2 rounds? You know, I just realized with the nature of this challenge, I could technically use traps because the whole thing was that I'm not allowed to buy guns. I'm still not going to use traps because then this would go on forever. But yeah, it's technically not against the rules here. Oh, the claymores did it. They dropped the max ammo. This is like the first time I've actually gone around this way. 29 rounds and this is the first time I've gone back here. For weapons where you want to line up zombies to get as many points as possible, that spot is definitely better, but for explosives like this, I would say this spot is totally superior. Okay, maybe it is every 4 rounds. That definitely makes things a lot easier. I don't know how I don't know this with how often I play this map. I guess I just never really do challenges where ammo is an issue, so I don't really pay attention to the max ammo rounds. Oh, I am not gonna go down on a dog. Are you? Oh, that's so embarrassing. I lost on a dog round. Oh, I had so much more in me after that. I'm not replaying 30 rounds though, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's pretty obvious the Mustang and Sally was going to beat the China Lake. 30 rounds is good enough. See you guys in the next video.